Big week ahead of us for crypto here. Bitcoin's at $109,600. We're going to dive into it, but a general brief market update this morning. It is May 27th. It's 7:26 a.m. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend, and now we're back at it. So let's just dive into it. We're going to cover Bitcoin. We'll cover the total crypto market cap, excluding the top 50 in stable coins, and then we'll actually cover the dominances for Bitcoin, and we'll take a look at the pump and dump chart for others to see if altcoins are going to have a big week this week. All right, so first starting off with Bitcoin, right now we're at an important juncture here because we got the purple MA on the Stargate snakes. And then a little bit below, we got the market structure ribbon, which is tracking up here. And we have, if I were to mark some levels, it right at 105,000, which is coinciding with these previous tops over here back in January 2025, December 2024, the previous highs. And then we have our resistance here at about 110,500. And then we have our previous all-time high we just set right there. So we're squeezing right now. If we were to do an upward sloping trend line here and tracking this out to, when is this going to be up at these levels? We're talking by the first week of June. So in a few days here, we're going to see this track up the market structure ribbon, and price has a big decision to make in the coming days heading into the new month. If we take a look at some macro stuff, we do have some macro things happening this morning in about an hour. Durable goods, FOMC tomorrow, and then personal income on May 30th, and then the new monthly candle close happening. So big week, and it's going to set the tone heading into June and ultimately summer here. So we're on the 2-day chart. We have prepare to sell soons. Let's track to see if we're getting close to potentially a sell now. And as long as Bitcoin can have a solid week this week, we'll avoid any sell nows coming in. And that's why this is going to be a week where we're going to see some big moves. And then we have this upward sloping kind of trend line like this that brings this decision to be sooner, because this is now more tight. Support. And this brings us to, this week, like in a few days, either we're going to break down or break up in a big way. And if we take a look at the momentum here on some of the medium time frames, you can see that on the 12-hour chart, which is going to close in about a half hour. We have a nice big wick right now, big buying. We tapped the trend line, got some good buying off of that. And now, honestly, today could be the day where we could see new all-time highs in a big way for Bitcoin. Looking at the momentum, we do need to start to cross up with the TSI, with the stock RSI, and get above the 50 line here, this horizontal white line. So big day to set the tone for the rest of this week, which in tandem is going to set the tone for June and the rest of the summer and this crypto bull market in general. So that's that. We need to come up, break above 110,500. If we can close the day above that level, that's going to set us up good for new all-time highs for Bitcoin. If we take a look at the total 50, we can see that we had our low to our high. We came down, we tapped that 786. We're starting to press up now. We're on the 3-day chart. On the 1-day chart, we had tapped these 786s. We see the stock RSI's reset, TSI's reset, and it looks like we're getting an early cross here. If we can get above that 20 line and really start to track up and break above this 50 line, it's game on for the next big pump. And in tandem, we'll see that TSI cross up too. Looks like we might have some hidden bullish divergence where we have a low and a lower low with the TSI. And with the price action, we have a low and a higher low. So in my opinion, not financial advice, I'm a financial advisor, we're very much on track for a big altcoin boom here heading into June at this point in time. But things change rapidly in crypto. You guys all know. So join the Discord. I'll keep you guys updated in real time if anything changes. But what needs to happen is we need to come up here and break above this 786 at 74.5 billion, which looking to the left, a key level of resistance for the past couple of years now. And getting above there, holding above, ideally with a weekly candle close in the body above, that will bring us above a key macro level, the 786, and that, you break above a 786, you can at least target the 2618. And likely if we take the high of that we had set in 2024, late 2024, to the low that we had set in April here, we have that macro 786 at 103.7 billion. So, very much in the zone, kind of matching up. So this is going to be likely where we melt up to. And from current levels, that is another 37 to 45% pump for this total crypto excluding the stable coins in top 50, which will be massive gains for small to medium cap coins, as long as we can get above this level. But at that point, we'll have to revisit. So that's that. And then looking at Bitcoin dominance on the weekly chart here, we're right at this macro 786 from the high that we had set in 2021 to the low that we had set in 2022. We're right at this macro 786. This is the level where it needs to break down from. And if it does, altcoin season is right around the corner. And if we were to look at the momentum here, the stock RSI is getting very close for this orange line to get below the 50 line. And we need to see that happen for the momentum to die on Bitcoin dominance. And then we need to see this TSI cross down officially. And that's what's going to send Bitcoin dominance down and likely others dominance up in a big way. As you can see, when we saw the TSI cross down previously, it was November of 2024. So we all know what happened then. We crossed up in January of 2025. We all know what happened with altcoins then. So all we're really waiting on is this cross down on the weekly chart for Bitcoin dominance. And we know it's game on. That's that. And then on the right side of the screen, we have the pump dump chart for the altcoins. If this goes down, this chart goes down, alts go up. If this chart goes up, alts go down. And looking at the daily chart, let's see, we're up at prior times where we, crossed down from this point. Like here, we saw a big move down and cryptos went up big. So if we can see this cross down confirmed and we start to head down, it's likely we're heading for the next big move down. And where can we target before starting to get a little cautious? Likely is going to be this trend line. We'll see another meltdown like that. Let me make this a little, so we'll likely see that happen. And this brings us out to the start of the new month. Like I said, big week here. And today's the day that could start the tone. Now we have the traditional markets opened up. So it's going to be big to see what happens today for sure. And if we were to see actually a pop up here, then where do we need to get rejected? Let me grab a trend line here like this. Honestly, we don't really even want to see a pop up because we got rejected from this trend line and we just recently did. We want to see this roll over today. If we see a pop up, we can't go too much higher. We can do something like this and it would just be like something like this where we would come up and then we need to roll back over like that. So that's it. That's what I'm watching. I hope you guys have a good day and I will see you guys in the Discord. I'll let you guys know if anything changes in real time in there and I'll see you guys in the next video.